a big white Volvo flying down the highway interstate, driven by a fella I'm proud to call my mate. The big wheels are a-humming and the turbo sings a song. Keep your foot down on her, matey, it won't take you very long. From the shearing sheds away out in the west of New South Wales, to the wool stores down in Melbourne with 100 heavy bales, he gets himself a backload, then starts the homeward run, with the big white Volvo cruising with a load of 20 tons. Along through open country to where tall timbers grow, by the Murrumbidgee River and down where the Murray flows, and down through the grasslands where dairy cattle roam. 1,000 miles and more he'll do before he gets back home. Every roadhouse along the highway, every truckie on the track, all know the big white Volvo and the driver from out back. A waving hand, a horn blast is the sign along the road that everything is okay with the truckie and his load. The recorder in the cabin plays a good old country song. It makes the miles seem shorter as the Volvo rolls along. The driving lights are gleaming and the big rig's running right, and the logbook shows that they're allowed to push on through the night. There's a big white Volvo flying down the highway interstate, driven by a fella who I'm proud to call my mate. The big wheels are a-humming and the turbo sings a song. Keep your foot down on her, matey, it won't take you very long. Keep your foot down on her, matey, it won't take you very long. Old lady luck ignored me, then turned its back on me. It left me sad and lonesome, now it won't set me free. I live a life of misery, misery needs company. Misery, he needs company. I went down to the local pub in search of company, but most folks with their hang-ups seem much worse off than me. They drink to drown their sorrow, misery needs company. Misery, he needs company. Play those blues now. Some said they'd lost their fortunes, their homes and families. Some had lost their self-respect, fate had been unkind, you see. Life became so miserable, misery needs company. Misery, he needs company. I heard a church bell ringing, seems it was calling me. I knelt down and I prayed to God, please ease my misery. Like you did for Jesus, Lord, misery needs company. Misery, he needs company. I'll say. you're down and can't get up and need a helping hand, put your faith in Jesus, our Saviour understands. Trust in Him and you'll be free. Misery needs company. Misery, he needs company. Misery, he needs company. Misery, he needs company. Misery, he needs company. It looks like I've missed out again. I'm right at the end of the line. Looks like I'm dealt from the dead, a losing hand one more time. I just can't seem to win. No matter how hard I try, there's always a joker somewhere in the pack, and he comes up for me every time. Now the cards through life always fall face down on the table for me. Seems like a good hand lying there. I pick it up and what do I see? That mean old joker again, laughing at me, he's no friend. He seems to say in a sarcastic way, it looks like you've missed out again. Now I've never been lucky in love. I've always been dealt a raw deal. In love's game I seem to miss out, though I always play it for real. Just like when I met you, when you stole my true heart away. I thought that for once I'd been dealt in my life all the high cards ready to play. But it looks like I've missed out again, for you dealt me a cold losing hand, cold as the hearts in the dead. Your play I just don't understand. The cards seem to fan out okay, but the joker was hiding somewhere, and he showed up that day when you broke my heart. It looks like he couldn't play fair. Oh, it looks like I've missed out again. It's that same sad love story of old. For when you are courting someone, love is worth more than silver and gold. Though money can't buy happiness, it still rules our life to the end. But I have no money, no nothing but love, so it looks like I've missed out again. No, I have no money, no nothing but love, so it looks like I've missed out again. and quiet out there on the plains. There's nobody working today. To hell with the cattle, the sunflower and grain. It's rodeo fever, they say. The homestead's deserted but for an old dog that guards the home paddock gate. He tightens the belt when his boss hits the grog, while he keeps a keen eye on the place. The boss puts the missus and kids in the truck, and he takes the trailer in tow. He's off to Capella to try out his luck and ride at that big rodeo. It's rodeo fever, they say. He gets it this time every year. Goes off to Capella for 2 or 3 days of riding and skiting and deer. Just riding and skiting and gulping more beer when he gets into town with his mates. He hasn't the thought for conditions back home or the dog who is guarding the gate. But rodeo fever must come to an end. He'll have one for the road with his mates, and he'll vow and declare that his ways he will mend as he pats his old dog at the gate. That cunning old dog with his head on his paws takes in the scene with disdain. He's heard the same story so often before, no doubt he will hear it again. But when rodeo fever gets into your blood, there's only one cure, they say. Go into Capella and get on the grog with your mates for 2 or 3 days. Go into Capella and get on the grog with your mates for 2 or 3 days. We fought in Vietnam and the Second World War. We were 4 brothers who answered the call. I was the eldest in our family. To look after 3 brothers was the task left to me. We fought through the jungles, streets and houses as well. Any soldier will tell you that war is plain hell. Dive bombers dropped us and mowed our mates down. In the mud and their blood, they lay dead on the ground. Tom was shot by a sniper, Bill was killed by a shell, and our mother's picture floated down where he fell. I had to fight onward, grief-stricken inside. As I fought on in sorrow, my heart welled with pride. The battles are over, we are back home once more. 2 out of 4 brothers, we'd survived through 2 wars. Oft times we cheated death when we'd meet. Death claimed my last brother as he crossed the main street. Back home on the station, young Jack rests in the shade. Blue gums and wattles mark a war hero's grave. The old folks long gone are buried close by. As I gaze at our homestead, I feel I could cry. Phantom-like shadows still haunt my memories. Things aren't the same now as they used to be. Take care of the boys, Joe, was Mum and Dad's plea. For they are the branches of a proud family tree. I'm in a wheelchair, life's not easy for me. There are many deformed and disabled you'll see. I can't help wondering what life has in store for the last of 4 brothers who survived through 2 wars. E.T., funny little monster, funny little space being lost from space. When the children met him, how his heart light glowed. No more hiding in his mist of mold that came from his fingers and toes. Melina, Melina, that's where he came from. He's fretting for the spaceship that will take him home. 300 million miles from home. Just a little youngster, 10 million years old. He had to learn to speak the Earthman's way. Communication he must have. Healing cut fingers, answering the phone, hiding in the cupboard, peeking into windows, eating what he could, especially M&M's. Melina, Melina, that's where he came from. He's fretting for the spaceship that will take him home. 300 million miles from home. Just a little youngster, 10 million years old. If you should meet a spaceman, I'll tell you what to do. Only give him love and friendship true. Never give him beer, he'll die if you do. That's why E.T. sleeps tonight on a distant star so blue. Melina, Melina, that's where he came from. He's fretting for the spaceship that will take him home. 300 million miles from home. Just a little youngster, 10 million years old. Just a little youngster, 10 million years old.